This is another interesting observation. Very strange process that I came across it. Um, I I submitted an assignment, and it was I think one that I made a video on, but I can't. I'm so busy with school, I can't even remember if I correctly uploaded that video or if it was the one with the muted audio. But it was the assignment about white man bad and blah blah blah. In that hypothetical situation where the drug addicted black guy kills a woman in an armed robbery for drugs, and this makes him the victim. And so, in that process, see, I have information outside of the school curriculum that applies a much greater contextual understanding of the curriculum. I know for a fact that families like the Sacklers are behind drug industries, but they're not the only ones. Eugenics applying eugenics through capitalism, legal means on multiple levels. Philip Morris is another one, thinning the herd with tobacco, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. There's a bunch. The Merchants of Death is, I believe, what they called it in that movie. Thank you for smoking. Eugenesis, capitalist eugenics, uh, corporate accountability for population reduction. But I researched something that it was something I came up with myself. It's very interesting. I drew these words on just self-applying my own psychology because I could not count on the state, family, church, society, secular or atheist, or religious, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And that was that I apply non-narcotic pain management alternatives. Now, I was never told those words by a doctor because doctors are corrupt. They always push the drugs, right? Oh yeah, marijuana for pain, opiates for pain, fentanyl, blah 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 blah. Pain management is a serious thing. They are not motivated by altruism. Their concern isn't that you should live without pain; it's that they should make money pushing drugs. Drug profits are their motivation, not reducing the pain. But in this assignment, I searched through the resource, the library, for scholarly articles, and I put in non-narcotic pain management alternatives or non-narcotic pain management. That's all I put. And there have been studies published since at least 1995 showing that using narcotics for pain management, including marijuana, is actually bad. Not only because the rates of addiction and the psychosis and the suicides and the homelessness, etc., but because it actually decreases the pain tolerance of the user. So life is pain. Life has painful things all the time. You can't avoid pain until you die. Existence, pain is a part of that. Pain comes with reality. Pain comes with existence. Physical pain, psychological pain, emotional pain, etc. I'm not even sure if there's much of a difference between emotional and psychological pain because emotions are typically expressed in thought, verbally, internally at the very least. But anyway, so why are these studies being suppressed instead of published? Much like the studies showing the correlation between pornography and pedophilia. It's because the rich, wealthy, powerful, globalist elite control the media, and they're the same ones who own the industries, right? Who own the opiate industry, the marijuana industry, who rent politicians like prostitutes. What does everybody call them? There's so many names: the Freemasons, the Illuminati, the 1%, the Bilderbergs, yeah, all those different names. These people are the ones who, say if I have this notion that undoubtedly many people have of, oh my lord, I've discovered this truth. The establishment has been pushing these lies, and this truth will totally, destroy their lives. They'll allow that, right? The same establishment that controls the media and pushes drugs on its own people and porn, etc. They will totally allow this truth that is a threat to the their lives and their profit and their system built on lies, to totally be broadcasted on their social media platforms they own, right? Yeah, they'll totally allow themselves to be held accountable for their immorality and be destroyed by the truth, right? Even though they're the ones who control every, everything, right? Yeah. No, never gonna happen. This video that I'm making, I have this, oh yeah, if I speak the truth, it'll stop the marijuana because people are fucking moral and smart. And they'll see this video and they'll say, oh man, he's right. There's all these problems caused by marijuana. And then I see these studies that have been around for decades and centuries, literally. One, the earliest book on marijuana psychosis causing suicide is a Muslim book written in the 1400s on cannabis-induced psychosis causing all kinds of weird behavior. People don't, even if they do see this video, they'll still be like, oh man. Every marijuana junkie, everyone who does marijuana is a junkie, by the way. It's bullshit all you want. Junkie. Every marijuana junkie who I say, this causes that. Marijuana causes homelessness, causes suicides, homicides, blah, blah. Their brain will not absorb the words that enter their ears. See, they're slaves to the marijuana. The marijuana has enslaved their minds, and therefore the government has enslaved their minds with the marijuana and porn and electronic devices, etc. And they won't. It's like a force field of protection, this thick bubble that keeps reality out. I reject your reality and substitute my own. Blech. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Probably not the dumbest, but it's up there. So the Jews are right in calling the people goyim, cattle, because people are dumb. And Jews aren't the only ones that refer to the citizenry as cattle or sheep, right? The masses are sheep led to the slaughter. Yeah. So it's just fucking insane to me that this is such a feasible explanation for the outcome of our current year, right? Thousands of years of human evolution. And what did it produce? Did we eliminate homelessness? Did we eliminate poverty and income inequity, right? Wealth inequality? Have those things increased? Oh, but you can get fucking horse dildos on Etsy. Yeah. Thousands of years of human evolution for fucking transgender horse furries. Is it social engineering or is it naturally occurring? Fucking insane. So, yeah, that is an interesting moral conundrum because if it wasn't for the greed of the people who own, for example, who influence the medical industry, like the Sackler family, who legally pushed marijuana and used the military to grow their heroin in Afghanistan, right? Their wealth gave them more power over the military than the government had. If it wasn't for that lust for wealth and power, the medical industry would not have grown to become as big as it has. So it's like a double-edged sword, right? They create problems they profit off of. The medical industry and the Sackler family and marijuana lobbyists, etc. So when I discussed my non-narcotic pain management alternatives for years, only to get suppressed and silenced and censored, and my big saying was, I'll trust doctors to be honest when they start prescribing diet and exercise, specifically exercise bicycles instead of marijuana, because bicycling is way more medicinal than marijuana. It's one of my non-narcotic pain management alternatives. Regular cardiovascular exercise regulates dopamine, serotonin, endorphins, oxytocins, etc. 3 amputations, third-degree burns over 40% of my body. Don't do any painkillers. Fucking nuts. The Sackler family and now the marijuana industry used welfare, Medicaid, the government and the medical industry was their bitch. They're prostitutes, whores for money. Look at the whole COVID thing.